Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
97.9 GRD rocks. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. Mostly sunny. 81 the high. It's about 63 downtown GR. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure these animals are not indigenous to West Michigan. From Wood TV.
Comstock Park resident had quite the surprise when they went into their garage and found an alligator roaming around. We went and spoke to the people who watched the animal rescue take the gator away before anyone was harmed. 24-hour News 8's Barton Dieters is here now with this bizarre story. Barton.
Barton Dieters.
Yes.
Well, you know how a gator in the garage will ruin just about anyone's Saturday, but that's just what...
Well, that's just what happened.
That's what
at
they say.
Comstock Park.
Mm-hmm. That's an old saying.
I'm not sure what it is about me, but I look like an SNL character.
Well, my
One
name's...
time in high school, I got caught masturbating in the garage by my mom.
It's narc class.
What happened at the York Creek Apartments this afternoon. Jennifer DeHaan was home with her 3 kids, aged 6, 4, and younger than a year, when she saw police gathered in the parking lot of the sprawling Comstock Park complex.
And she yelled, "Leave my mouth alone!"
Yeah.
Boy, her on that
Just
balcony with a baby in her arms, yelling, not yelling necessarily at anyone, but waving her other arm around. That's what I imagined.
I can't come out there. I got my clear-heeled shoes on.
Nothing new to see in York Creek.
DeHaan said
Oh,
after
she
more
talks
than an
normal.
Yeah.
She's just a normal person.
Yeah.
Trying.
Who doesn't want an alligator living in the garage?
Except for her face.
Oh, jeez.
hour of waiting, Kent
Is
County
always smiling.
Animal Control showed up, and they entered the garage.
I figured they were just going to go inside and pull out a pit bull.
Instead,
Out pops.
Wait a minute. You think the garages are filled with pit bulls?
That made me mess
What
up.
kind of
her
place
spot.
is this?
Well, she said, she saw animal control there, so
I
obviously
know.
they're going to pull something out. Now, my brain
yeah.
would have thought like rabid raccoon or something.
No,
as
but your
opposed to,
neighbors aren't dog fighters.
No, that's true. That's true. At least to my knowledge.
Yeah.
after more than an hour of waiting, Kent County Animal Control showed up, and they entered the garage.
I figured they were just going to go inside and pull out a pit bull.
Instead,
Out pops an alligator. So, and you just see it thrashing around, and that's just not what you see very often.
the gator was about 4 feet long, according to an animal control spokesperson who said it was not a full-grown alligator. Officials secured the gator and taped his
Nope,
jaws.
clearly, because a 4-foot alligator would not be a full-grown alligator unless it's got pygmyism or something.
Before moving it to the Kent County Animal Shelter. No one was injured in the incident, and the animal shelter is looking to place the reptile somewhere else. Perhaps
Like at the bottom of a
So
pit.
they're not gonna. So to be clear, they're not going to put it back in the garage.
Oh, my God.
Like into space. Where the gamma rays will make it into
Oh,
a
yeah,
massive
Like
creature.
most aquatic things we don't want, we threw it in the river and let Ottawa County deal with it.
Fear that alligators are in our garage.
Officials are not saying who the gator belongs to at this point, but they were talking to people at the building that corresponds with the garage. The owner of the garage.
That's where I'd start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm upset that this group home has a garage and my apartment doesn't.
I know, and right.
is not the person who owns the gator.
I would like to know who put it in there. That's who you need to be talking to.
Well, it's
We
the owner of the
talked to-
gator, of course.
Thank you. Thank you. They should talk to the person who owns the gator.
Neighbors who say they saw a man a couple weeks ago carrying an alligator from the building to a car.
And no
So,
one
and
said
nobody said anything? So this is like the normal goings on at York Creek?
What's going on here, man?
Well, I saw a guy, a bunch of us, we were all sitting out having a good time, and we all saw the guy carrying an alligator.
Look, if I called the cops every time I saw a swamp reptile here, they'd be here all the time.
You've seen my neighbor.
We rang the buzzer for the apartments that matched the garage where the gator was found.
I don't want to talk to anyone, sorry.
Okay. Was it your alligator?
This guy talking into that squawk box to this person who obviously owns that gator
I want him to get
is
a
so
sitcom.
damn funny.
I feel like that could be the premise for the whole sitcom. It's just a half an hour of him talking into a wall.
This week on Dieter Squawk Box.
Oh.
Can I come in? How about now?
Now it's against the law to have it.
What about now? No.
Have you considered now?
No. It's not my gator.
Hazardous exotic pet in Kent County. It's punishable by as much as 90 days in jail and a $200 fine. Employees at this shelter say this is at least the third alligator they remember encountering right here.
Who's bringing so many gators into town?
I didn't know we were such a gator trade, man.
Yeah, do we have a gator trolley? The hell's
My
happening?
animal control spokesperson said the alligator is eating mice and is in good health and appears to be
good.
doing well.
That was my first.
studio.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as long as the gator's healthy, that's all. That is all I've ever cared about.
Feeding it all the dumb ferrets everyone keeps bringing in.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a blessing in disguise. You've got one really scary animal, but maybe it can gobble up all the idiot animals that people keep.
Seriously. Oh, it's on a 19 canary a day diet.
Justin, you also told us about an event that you did. You
go?
didn't go to this,
Yeah,
did
you
you?
did.
No, I didn't go.
Certainly you did.
I just found it on ZZM, and it's called Grand Rapids Veg-Fest.
Okay.
That's a V-A-J. V-E-J?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a J?
No, it's a G.
So tell us about it.
Yeah, what is this?
What happened?
It's a huge festival
Where?
Add carbs and veg.
in Grand Rapids.
Carbs and veg.
Well, I mean,
Add
where
carbs
specifically?
and
Was
veg.
it wasn't the whole city? Wasn't like a citywide.
It was at the Deltaplex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did
Okay.
you go there and like chill?
No, I didn't go there at all. I read the story.
Well, it's Veg-Fest. What do you do?
Yeah.
Just go and what are you doing?
You
sit
buy
on the-
vegetables. You check
Yeah,
out
you buy
vegetables.
vegetables.
Oh, I thought like you just like were
I
chill.
thought like, hey, what are you going to do today? I'm going to sit around and veg.
Veg out.
Yeah, this clearly isn't the story. I just thought it was funny. 'Cause I thought it said Veg-Fest.
So
Wait, no, but I really do want to know how they created a fest.
what is
For veggies.
What is there? So they had special vegetables,
Yeah.
or was it like carrots?
So the goal of Grand Rapids Veg-Fest is to promote plant-based diets for health, compassion, and conservation.
Conservation.
How?
Well, that's all good.
Oh man, I can't believe I didn't know about this. This sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
I would love this.
Why'd you come to me
This sounds
with
like
this?
it would be something that would be right up my alley, and it's not up my alley. Who possibly went to Vag-Fest?
Maybe it should have been though.
Add carbs and veg.
It probably should have been.
I saw some video of this. It looked like a big farmer's market.
Yeah, except for in the second line here, it kind of says it sucked.
I doubt
It does.
says-
In the story,
It's easy.
it
The
says that
second
in the
line
story?
is this kind of sucked.
It says, much like last year, dozens showed up.
Okay, that could be heard in a couple different ways.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that's under 100.
How many
Wait.
people came? Dozens.
That's not that.
That's how many attends our live shows. Dozens.
Many dozens.
No, we
many
have-
of dozens of people.
No, we have
Dozens-
hundreds.
Dozens means under 200.
No,
No,
it does
dozens
not.
means under 100.
You're crazy.
Well, no, because if you had more than 200, then you'd say hundreds of people.
If you had 100, you would say 100.
If you had more than 100, you would say hundreds.
So if you had 24 or more, you had dozens.
So they had 2 dozen.
Yeah.
24 is. I think like anything above 24 would be just a handful of dozens of people. A few dozen.
Yeah,
It would be a few dozen.
A few
But
dozen,
no more than
which-
3 dozen.
Yeah, a few dozen would only be 36 people. We know that.
And that's it.
That's it.
No more.
That's exactly the
then
number.
it goes some dozens.
Yeah. No more, no less.
Yeah. They met dozens of veg sellers. Not people who were there, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
A bunch of vegans.
I think most of the veg sellers were at a place like a truck stop near Coopersville.
Add carbs and veg.
Yeah, that's the Vag-Fest
Yeah.
I want to go to.
Yeah. Yeah. Carburetors and vag.
That's on 28th Street.
Carburetors and veg.
Soundgarden, outshine.
Add carbs and veg.
97.9 GRD Rocks.
I think that's